Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. It's Azula from the Hummingbird Coven. Welcome to episode 6 of Tuesdays. This will most likely be posted tomorrow on Wednesday though, just because I'm a little bit late in filming this. I've been kind of low energy today, but I had to get this message out because we're having the new moon tomorrow, so it was too important. Like, I had to make sure that you guys got these messages. So I pulled the messages before I got on camera. As you can see, I'm gonna go through essentially what I have for this new moon in Taurus. So the overall energies that are supporting the union during the new moon are Neptune, Pisces, and the 6th house. I hope you can see that. I hope that is bright enough. I'll try to turn it up a little bit. Hopefully, inspire others with your dreams as a full-time job. Be prepared to sacrifice for your idealization of serving. Yielding is the only way to be a part of something overwhelming, and do it a little at a time. So those are the actions that the divine union might want to make during the time of the new moon. And then the outcomes for you are the idealization of spirituality to ultimately experience service to others, confusion regarding trusting your psychic knowledge of what is good for us, sacrifice resulting from the indecision of or about your work. Okay, very interesting energy. Supporting your unions. First of all, this is telling you to follow your dreams. There may be I feel like there may be some confusion surrounding it. There may be things that are kind of unknown right now, but especially if you feel like this is where you're meant to go, this divine union is being called into service. It's time for you guys to come together and start working together to create whatever it is that you are meant to do as a full-time job. But again, it's about do it a little at a time. Take those baby steps towards your dreams, towards the things that you want to do. It's going to feel overwhelming, but you kind of just have to flow with it. Yielding is the only way to be a part of something overwhelming, and do it a little at a time. Again, like, don't try to force any actions. Take it kind of a step at a time. Remember the wisdom that has been coming in, the spiritual knowledge that has been coming in. I feel like some things, maybe because it's a time thing, I feel like things might not be happening in the time maybe you thought it would happen in. It might be, like, who knows, it might be tomorrow, but you're stressing about it today. So that kind of, now putting your doubt now onto that, whatever it is that you're manifesting, is now prolonging it even more, because it's like, are you ready for it? Do you think that it's not coming? And if you think it's not coming, then what would the alternative be? And then it kind of leads you down that road where you should be continuing to focus and just work on yourself. Continue to receive the messages of spirit and follow your intuition and your gut, and maybe you've been getting some messages in your dream space as well. Just trust that it is coming. Trust that it will manifest in divine timing. Spirit is definitely supporting you right now in moving into your moving towards service to others, because again, this is what you were meant to do in this union. So yeah, that is the overall energy supporting you with this new moon in Taurus. And then for the divine feminines, you have the 1st house supporting you. So I'll read that message for you. Inspire others with your dreams immediately. Inspire others with your dreams immediately, divine feminines. Be prepared to sacrifice for your idealization of the way you project yourself. Yielding is the only way to be a part of something overwhelming, and do it on your own. I definitely feel like the divine feminines are manifesting something, and it might be putting them possibly into the spotlight in some way, or they're gaining, like, whatever it is that you're serving others, so you're gaining popularity and wherever that is. So it's, how do you want to be seen in that space? Continue to inspire others with your dreams. This is about also having those communications so that everyone is on the same page as you continue to move forward, so that there is no maybe confusion. And it's also about not doubting your own the information that has been coming to you, Divine Feminines. Continue to stand strong in what you know, what you feel in your heart is true, no matter what your mind might be telling you. If you feel something from your heart space and you're moving towards it from that space, from the center of your being, where your light is, don't let anything kind of come in the way of that feeling that is coming through. That is what's pulling you forward, and that is what Spirit is pulling. It's like Spirit, I'm seeing they're pulling you by your chest, essentially. But they will also catch you, is what I'm hearing. The outcomes are the idealization of spirituality to ultimately experience who you are. You are stepping into who you are, Divine Feminines. Who you were meant to be, what you were meant to do in this world on a spiritual level, because we already know Divine Feminines are high priestesses. As well as empresses, we can manifest what we want into physical reality. But it only happens if you don't doubt. You have to continue to stand strong. There may be, though, confusion regarding trusting your psychic knowledge of your desires. Again, I feel like it's because of a time thing. You might be feeling like it's going to happen right away. You have to give the things that you're manifesting breathing room, essentially. And I know it's like, well, we've been waiting. We've been waiting, right? That's kind of the feeling that I'm getting. But yeah, it's coming. Trust and believe. Continue to focus on your own growth, who you are. Continue to focus on yourself. And are you also ready to step into that space? Do you have everything you need? Sacrifice resulting from the indecision of or about your actions. So again, you have to sacrifice some time, some effort into your dreams. You can't just, you've kind of put it out there, you set it out there, but you stopped kind of doing the things that were supporting that. You stopped doing the little things, maybe for yourself or in whatever craft that you were doing or whatever business that you're moving into or whatever it is that you're manifesting. If you're just sitting and waiting for it to happen instead of like future development, I'm getting 3 of Wands energy. Continue to develop as you're waiting. Like what I'm getting is that it's on the horizon. Again, it's that 3 of Wands energy. It's on the horizon. It's coming to you. You can see it. Like you can see it in your mind's eye. You know it's coming, but it's kind of far enough away that you're like, there's things that might be like that might happen in the meantime that might stray my ships off course, possibly. I feel like that might be what you're feeling, or maybe it feels like there's a storm that's like delaying the progress of your ships that are coming in, and is what you're feeling. But it's like, don't focus on that right now. That's not for you to worry about. Spirit will handle that part. Spirit is bringing things together right now. They're aligning certain things, and some things take more time than others. But continue to stay focused. Continue to stay faithful also to the things that you are manifesting and your own power. And yeah, your own power. If you say that you are something, if you say that you can do something, like, are you putting on a mask, or is this really you? Like, are you who you say you are? Stand strong in that. Stand firm in that, is what I'm getting. Yeah, so that is Divine Feminine's energy with the energy of this new moon. Divine Masculine has Saturn supporting him. So with Saturn, be realistic about your dreams as a full-time job. Be concerned about your idealization of serving. You must wait before you can be a part of something overwhelming, and do it a little at a time. Yeah, I feel like Divine Masculines are coming into also their own dreams and their own talents and their own maybe vision of what they want to create in their future as well. But it's also Saturn's energy, having the maturity. Okay, well, I'll read the top part. That's your outcomes. The maturity that brings spirituality to ultimately experience service to others. Again, it's having that maturity to actually trust in your own visions that may be coming through in your dream space or in your meditative space, Divine Masculines, or where your healing space, essentially, wherever it is or however it is that you have been going through your own growth and evolution. It's, yeah, trusting that, and now kind of living up to that, living up to what your dreams are going to demand of you as well. Also, for some of you, if you are about to be a father, I feel like is a message that's coming through as well. It's like, what kind of father are you going to be? I feel like it's kind of calling you to step into your spiritual space, also a feminine space. More so balance out the energies of the masculine and feminine space is what I'm feeling for divine masculines as you move into this this service of others, however it is for you. Just make sure that energy is balanced, because again, you don't want to be completely one thing. You don't want to be completely, Saturn rules the energy of Capricorn, which is the energy of it's also like careers and business, 10th house energy, the kind of outside world, essentially the physical world. You don't want to completely focus on that, because that is what has just been broken down. Like Saturn just broke that down. Saturn right now is in the sign of Aquarius. It's about finding something new, and it's kind of breaking down those things, like your own inventions, your own like gifts and talents that you were born with, the things that make you unique and special as well. Just make sure you have a balance and understanding of what that is on both a physical level, but also on a spiritual level, on what you provide, what you serve to others, what your mission is as well. Caution regarding trusting the psychic knowledge of what is good for us. Caution regarding trusting your psychic knowledge of what is good for us. Okay, interesting. I kind of feel like this is kind of giving me like addiction energies. Limits imposed resulting from the indecision of or about your work. Yeah, I feel like there's some block. I mean, I don't know. There might be something that divine masculine still need to work out. Again, this is like the maturity that brings. So it's stepping into the space. But again, these are the energies that will be supporting the divine masculines during that time. I feel like it's just like a toxic cycle, something that they need to, like, again, let go of, balance out in whatever way that means for you before you move into this new workspace. I think that is, whatever that is kind of the block that is limiting you from moving forward. Okay. Divine union energy, the second house, the second house, which is Taurus energy. So you have, and also Neptune is in Pisces right now. Also, so check your charts as well. Maybe see where Neptune and Pisces is in your personal chart. See what elements or what signs or planets are in the 6th house for you, and the 2nd house as well for the divine union. So you have the idealization of spirituality to ultimately experience your beliefs. Sorry, these are the outcomes that I'm reading first now. So the idealization of spirituality to ultimately experience your beliefs. Confusion regarding trusting your psychic knowledge of what you value. Sacrifice resulting from the indecision of or about your resources. Interesting. I feel like there might be outside elements that maybe are not in your control. At this time, again, I feel like Spirit is trying to bring things together. So some things right now might seem confusing because, again, there is that doubting aspect. If you are trying to rush forward into something and you're not seeing what you want to be seeing, like maybe the progress that you want to be seeing in whatever space this is kind of resonating in for you, again, it's like, give it a little bit more time. Do you truly value this? Are you willing to put more time and effort and energy into it? Or are you, like, you might have to sacrifice a little bit in that sense if you truly want this, for your resources to kind of come into alignment. Because spiritually, I feel like you, again, the idealization of spirituality to ultimately experience your beliefs. It's like, this is something that you believe, like, to your core. This would be like the ideal situation for you, I feel like. So continue to stay in that space. Don't get into the confusion or the doubt of what might be happening. Inspire others with your dreams patiently. See? Patience. Be prepared for sacrifice. Be prepared to sacrifice for your idealization of what you want. Yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, I understand. So they're saying, Spirit is saying right now, again, like they're trying to give you your ideal situation. You can rush into something that might not be ideal. It's probably going to have some holes, again, some cracks in the foundation. No, we are building strong, solid foundations that are going to last for generations. That's going to take a little bit of time. And I know it sucks to be patient, again, because we feel like we've been being patient. This has been a long journey. But again, it's a journey. This is a lifelong journey as well, right? So you have to be patient as Spirit continues to align things and put things into place for you to have your ideal situation, what your true dreams and wishes are. Yielding is the only way to be a part of something overwhelming and get what you need. Yeah, so essentially what I feel like Spirit is saying right now is just let go. Let go and let God. Like, they got you. They have you. They're supporting you. Okay, so that is that message. I will put that to the side and get into the supporting energies for the Divine Feminine and Masculine at this time. And then the supporting energy for the Divine Union for this new moon. Well, this is kind of for the new moon energy this next few days, essentially. Because energy is kind of fluid. Also, I don't know if I mentioned in this video, but all of my messages, all of my readings are timeless. Whenever you see this video is when it is meant for you. But yeah, energy is fluid, and it comes, it goes, it evolves, it circles back. Like, this can be, you could probably be feeling this anywhere from like 2 or 3 days before, or 2 or 3 days after. You might be right on the money with this, or this might be like you just came out of this energy, or you might be going into this energy, essentially, is what I'm saying. Wherever you are on your journey when you see this video. So for the Divine Feminine right now, the energies that are supporting her are it's so dark, Heron and the Swan. Sorry, I hope you can see that. The Heron and the Swan. So I'm just going to read these cards really quickly. Also, you have 2 bird energies, and they're also these like white colored birds, but it's giving me like crown chakra as well, right? Light energy. Okay, so transformation, loss of innocence, beauty is for the Swan. Yeah, Divine Feminine is a period of transformation right now. She's also maturing. Loss of innocence, it's like letting go of the things that no longer serve you, also from maybe your childhood or your upbringing or whatever the case scenario may be, of like things that you're holding on to from your childhood that were defense mechanisms that you don't need anymore. You're allowed to move forward, you're allowed to mature and kind of experience also the pleasures that brings to you. And beauty as well. Okay, this painting of a swan maiden represents a common motif found in the mythologies and folk tales of many cultures around the globe. From Native American to Slavic, although the story varies from place to place, the basic plot is the same. A young man finds the feathered robe or skin of a swan maiden, a goddess-like creature. Goddess energy, Divine Feminine. Like, that is what you're transforming into. Which she has temporarily shed to assume a human form. Although the youth attempts to hide the feathers from the maiden, which would allow him to possess her, the swan finds its feathers, assumes its animal form, and leaves the youth. The lost swan thus symbolizes the departure of youthful innocence and the passage to maturity. Yeah. In some versions of the story, the swan dies. In Greek mythology, the swan song is a beautiful song sung by the swan just before death. I feel like music has been extremely healing to the Divine Feminine lately. That just made me think of like either you have been singing, maybe you're singing songs, or you're just listening to songs on the radio, or whatever the case scenario may be. Oh, this sounds so pretty right now. Yeah, can you see that? Yeah. sorry, I just got completely distracted by that. But yeah, it's kind of, that's the energy the divine feminine is as well. It's like noticing the small beauty around her as well. Okay, let me do heron, life, feminine energy, and renewal. The heron is a bird of the water and is thus associated with the feminine energy and regeneration. In ancient Egypt, the heron was the first transformer of the human soul after death. Okay, see, so you go through this death and rebirth. You go through this death and then you go through this rebirth, divine feminines, regeneration. Because it was seen in flight over the fields when the Nile began to flood, it is associated with fertility and the renewal of life. In the Roman epic, I butcher this every time. Aeneid? I'm sorry. The heron is again a symbol of renewal and is depicted rising from the ashes of the burned city of Ardea. Yeah, so divine feminines right now is going through this transformation and being reborn, I feel like, into her goddess energy. Also, I feel like mother of the birds energy, mother of the waters as well, is what this is giving me. Okay, and then what spirit is kind of bringing in to the divine feminine during the time of the new moon, you have the raven, creation, magic, and illumination. Yeah, that's that mother of the birds energy. This magic energy. The raven is frequently associated with powerful magic and omens. Its symbolism parallels that of the coyote and the rabbit in Native American myths, and it is worshipped as a deity. The Haida and Tlingit peoples of Western Canada and Alaska revered the raven as a hero and helper of human beings, a role reflected in the bird's prominent position in the totems of the Northwest. The raven is believed to have placed the sun, moon, and stars in the sky, bringing light to the people both day and night. Yeah, I feel like, divine feminine is finding her own inner light, inner magic in the darkness of this new moon. And the new moon in the sky is completely black. The night is going to be black. I wouldn't be surprised if there's like a storm or something. It's snowing today. It was like snowing and sunny and snowing again. Like the weather's been all over the place, but it's because, again, things are shifting, things are changing. I feel like things from the past are still kind of with us. This is the last kind of let go of that energy as well, of that death kind of energy. And now we're rebirthing ourselves as we continue in this spring season, especially with the Taurus new moon. Okay, so that's the divine feminine's energy. The divine masculine energy that is supporting him right now is the lion and the frog. So, you have courage, strength, healing, protection, life energy. The lion has been a powerful symbol of strength and courage in cultures around the globe. Because of its mane and light color, it has been associated with the sun. And the sun just came out. A symbol of heroism and the source of life and energy. In Buddhism, the lion symbolizes courage, nobility, and good luck. In medieval times, the image of a lion was a symbol of healing, and it could cure any disease as well as protect a traveler from harm. In the painting, the lion is framed in a circle with 4 points, which forms a mandala, a mystic circular symbol that in Buddhist and Hindu traditions was used as an aid to meditation. The psychologist Carl G. Jung said that the circular mandala with its characteristics 4 points circumscribed a holy place. It was a means toward greater self-awareness. Yeah, I feel like the divine masculine is stepping into like lion's heart energy is what this is giving me. It's like the courage to kind of move forward, take the step forward. You know that you are, like, I feel like has been healing, and also now knows, the divine masculine knows that he's the divine masculine, like this emperor, this king, and is about to move forward in that energy, I feel like. And then you have the frog, feminine energy, creation, fecundity. The frog is a creature of the water and has been associated with new life. In Egypt, frogs were placed on mummies to facilitate rebirth. Again, this rebirth energy. The abundance of frogs at the time of the annual Nile flood was also associated them with fecundity. In South America, the Orinoco people considered the frog to be lord over water, a feminine symbol, and did not kill them. Among Native American peoples of North America, the frog has been associated with the moon, which is also a feminine symbol. One story tells of a frog jumping into the moon, where it rules for eternity. Yeah, so I definitely feel like this new moon is supporting the divine masculine in his healing, in his rebirth, also in stepping into his more feminine energy, where he's receiving those downloads. Again, we were saying with that Saturn with the Pisces energy, like it's receiving the spiritual knowledge and understanding to now be able to mature and move into these new spaces with courage as a king, as an emperor. And again, you, like, good luck, you are protected as well, divine masculines. And I feel like they're finally feeling that and understanding that, is what I'm getting. And then what this new moon is bringing, what spirit is bringing, the dog energy. I hope you can see that. Oh, and now it got too bright. This always happens. The dog's energy. Devotion, protection, service. Again, service and protection. And we've been getting the dog's energy as well. And if you're new to my channel, you can check out my old videos, but my old subscribers know we have been getting the dog's energy, which is about loyalty and perseverance, like through this chaos, through this storm. It's having that faith to know that you are heading towards you're going to find your master again, you're going to find your love again, your tribe again, the people that support you, protect you, lift you up. That is what you're moving to. So it's also being loyal and faithful to that, and the knowledge of that, and the knowledge also of your ancestors that support you and protect you as well, the spiritual guides that have been supporting you and protecting you. Dogs have long been domesticated companions and servants of humans. They have also frequently been sacrificed for the benefit of a master or group. Northwest Native American myths describe dogs carrying out various tasks for the glory of their masters. Western Himalayan people annually sacrifice dogs to protect themselves against disease or misfortune. In the mountainous regions of Japan, villagers would importune the gods for black, rain-filled clouds by sacrificing a black dog. So there's also a lot of sacrifice energy here. And this dog has like a lot of eyes, third eye. I don't know if you can see that. There's a human here with his eyes covered. This is giving me like you're almost sacrificing your own with this lion's energy as well. This is also about like your inner child, your ego, right? I feel like you might be sacrificing your ego and just trusting and having faith that things are going to work out. If you give love and compassion to the situation as well. I have a card in another deck, which is the frog's energy, which talks about kindness, like being kind, being compassionate about the situation. And it's this same frog in the princess energy. Yeah, I feel like you might have to kind of sacrifice that aspect. Again, maybe the toxic energies or addictive energies or whatever the case scenario may be. It's sacrificing those things, trusting in faith, trusting in whatever spirits you kind of work with, or your ancestors, whatever it is for you, to move forward so that you can create new life, so that you can have this abundance and success. So there's the masculine energy and the union energy, the goddess that is supporting the union energy during the time of the new moon is Arianerhad, is what I get from that. I'm sorry if I butchered that. Is a matriarch, anyone who is Welsh, I'm sorry, is a matriarchal Welsh triple moon goddess, both virgin and mother. Famed for her beauty, she may be identical to the Cretan moon goddess Ariadne. Like all moon goddesses, she is a special love She has a special love, concern, and responsibility for all life, especially for the green growing things of the earth. One derivation of her name is High Fruitful Mother, who turns the wheel of the heavens. The other is Silver Wheel. Her name tells us of her role as keeper of the heavens and of the cycles of and changes of time. She lives in a castle in the Corona Borealis where she watches over souls in a purgatory filled with beings awaiting rebirth. Interesting. So they're both in this rebirth energy, and then this goddess is helping them, watching over them in that stage right before they are reborn. It's kind of like you're in the womb and you're being watched over by this motherly figure before you are born, is what I'm getting. And Divine Feminine does have this hermit's energy in her space. She is the keeper of time, giver and nurturer of life. Keeper of time, again, time. Giver and nurturer of life, shows us universality and cyclicity. My goodness, can't speak today, of our lives. She is there to nurture us through the dark night of our soul changes. Yeah, 100%. I feel like both of them have been going through a dark night of the soul. So she is supporting us through that, protecting us through that, right? And we're about to be reborn, is what I'm getting. Okay, so that is those energies. You also have the Ram for the energy supporting the divine masculine and feminine. And then you also have the energy of Mary supporting the divine union. What else do you have? Divine feminine also has the South Node supporting her at this time, as well as Venus, as well as the 4th house and the 7th house. Divine masculines also have the energies of, sorry, one second, Leo. So you have that lion's energy, divine masculines, right? Gemini, the 10th house, again, that's Saturn's energy. Gemini is also communication. It's also the energy of twin flame, the Lover's card in the tarot. Sagittarius, seeing things from a higher perspective, and Scorpio. The divine union also has the energies of Aries and Uranus supporting them. Okay, let me get into their overall energies now. Let's see. Yes, okay, sorry. Just trying to clear some cards. Okay, so I asked what is the divine feminine's overall energy right now, and what does spirit want the divine feminine to know about what this new moon is bringing into her spaces. Same thing for the divine masculine. So we're just going to jump right into the reading. For the divine feminine, her overall energy right now is a firefly. This is card number 39. So card number 12, which is card number 3, which is about this creative energy. I feel like there's a spark in the divine feminine, but right now she's kind of in this, it's like transitory moments. It's like different things. She's noticing the different things around her that maybe spark her interest, I feel like. But it's, finding beauty in those more quiet moments and in those transitory moments. Either with yourself in your own creativity. Like, I feel like it's, again, they're both healing. They're both kind of in hermit's mode, this rebirth energy, or this death and transformation energy, about to move into this rebirth energy. So yeah, for right now, the divine feminine is kind of just whatever makes her smile. Like, she's just basking in the things that make her smile, the things that fill her with light. I feel like she's kind of collecting this light, all these little things that she sees that make her feel good, that continue to remove the doubts and the fears. Again, she's finding her light in the darkness, is what I'm getting from this. I also feel like she's been these are fireflies, but like if there's maybe a moth, I feel like there's like ancestral messages and energy. Like, I feel like she's been supported also by these, maybe you've been seeing orbs around you. like light orbs around you, or maybe light codes from the sun, or whatever the case scenario might be for you. That is kind of the energy of the divine feminine right now. The energy of the divine masculine right now is spread seeds. So divine masculine is the energy where he is like, okay, I want to create something. I'm spreading seeds. Maybe these are the things that, maybe the divine masculine is kind of putting small things out there, and that's what she's receiving. But I also feel like this is in her own creative space. For divine feminines, for the divine masculines, yeah, it's spreading seeds. It's putting certain information, starting to it also in your own creative space. Like, I feel like the divine masculine is being very playful right now, and testing the waters in kind of different areas. It's, again, remembering that you're like cattail. It's giving me like a cat, like a kitten. So you have this lion's energy, but then you also have this like more tame, this more innocent, I'm just kind of testing the waters, playing with these different areas that give me joy as well, that maybe the divine masculine wants to move forward in. So that is the energy of the divine masculine. What spirit wants the divine feminine to know about what's coming in to her at this moment or during the time of the new moon is honesty. So I feel like either she is speaking her truth or the divine masculine is speaking their truth at the time of this new moon. I feel like honesty is going to be shared, is going to be revealed, and I feel like that is going to kind of spark that fire, that flame between this twin flame connection again. Is having this honesty, this honest communication, maybe about where they want to spread seeds, where they are going, what things do light them up and give them inspiration and make them feel creative or passionate about whatever the case scenario may be. This is card number 8. Again, this is about moving out of this cycle. Maybe where you were dishonest before. This is bringing honesty. Honesty is coming into this relationship during the time of the new moon for the divine feminines. And for the divine masculines, 2 messages came out for you. They just kept popping out, so I just took them. Sage, be devoted and committed, and broken arrow, embrace the energy of peace. So this is telling me continue to be devoted and committed on your path, divine masculines, and broken arrow, embrace the energy of peace. I feel like for both of you, for both divine feminine and masculine, be devoted and committed to this path. You know that this is your twin flame connection. Wherever it may take you, whatever the case scenario may be, continue to be in an energy of peace and just trust, again, that spirit has you. For some of you, maybe you need to sage and just cleanse your energy. I'm hearing like smoke cleanse. And just it's about finding some peace in mostly your mental space. I feel like divine masculines, maybe you need to write it out or journal it out. For some of you, maybe write down the things that you do want to create with this orange energy. You also have yellow energy, solar plexus. Divine feminine definitely has root chakra energy, solar plexus as well, sacral. So that is their overall energies. I'm not going to pull for their head, heart, and 3D spaces. I just pulled some messages for both of them. So let's do head space for the divine feminine in relation to her masculine when she thinks about her divine masculine. 7 of Cups and 2 of Wands. So with this, I feel like this, first of all, is about confusion. I feel like there may be many offers on the table. Again, maybe many things are kind of sparking the divine feminine's interest right now. And it's like, which one do I choose? But it's also yearning. It's like, which one really sets my soul on fire, I'm hearing. So it's about kind of going into this space where you're open to receiving divine knowledge as well. It's taking time to also be still and meditate. You're not making any choices yet. You're staying in contemplation of whatever it is that is moving forward, or that you're trying to move forward into with this 2 of Wands as well. Again, you have this baby's energy. Like, I feel like this is rebirth energy. But at the same time, I feel like there's a certain amount of distress. Or again, confusion. I feel like, divine feminine has been rebirthed. She is innocent, but there's still maybe negative energy like in her ear or in her head. Maybe she's fighting with herself mentally, or maybe fighting on which way to choose. Like, this is also, you're at a crossroads, divine feminine. Or maybe she feels like this union is at a crossroads, and it's like, well, which direction am I meant to choose at this point? I've kind of understand who I am. I've been born again in a sense. Like, I know who I am as a divine feminine, but it's like, which way do you choose now? So that's the energy in the headspace when she thinks about her divine masculine. What Spirit wants her to know about that is the Seven of Wands and the Hanged Man. So first of all, you have 2 7 energies. The Seven of Wands, though, is about standing up in the face of adversity. And then the Hanged Man's energy is about change your perspective. So what I'm feeling is like, this is also about being kind of guarded and having some walls up. Like, you're fighting. You feel like you have to fight off a certain energy maybe. And it's like, change your perspective. Because right now, this energy, I feel like, is keeping you stuck. So it's about also having the courage and the faith to... Right after the Seven of Wands is the Eight of Wands. So I feel like it's about communication. It's also allowing communication to come in. If you're guarded and defensive all the time, are you able to have a conversation maybe? So that this can move forward with this. Also, this is Neptune's energy again, right? This is like maybe what you have been confused about. Whether you should be defensive or... What are you fighting off? Is what Divine just said. What are you fighting off? Why do you feel like you have to fight? Again, maybe for some of you, just change your perspective so that you can free yourself. Like, see things from a different perspective. Go back within to Spirit as well. This is Neptune's energy, which is also Pisces energy. This is card number 12, which is again a card number 3. So it's like, you can create the way out, but you have to change your perspective on maybe why you have been in this energy of being like defensive. I feel like it was for a good reason. Again, you're standing in your power, but I feel like maybe it's time to change the perspective on a certain energy in your headspace. Or this, maybe the new moon will help you to change your perspective. It is another card number 7, so I feel like maybe divine wisdom might come through for you to help you to create something new. In her heart space, when she... Or actually, let me do divine masculines. So divine masculine in his headspace when he thinks about his divine feminine. 10 of Wands and Queen of Cups. I feel like there's a burden surrounding this Queen of Cups. I feel like maybe the divine masculine doesn't know if the divine feminine is in her Queen of Cups energy and her heart space energy. Queen of Cups is also, though, the High Priestess in the Minor Arcana, and the High Priestess did come out. But I feel like also maybe there's a burden surrounding his... Like, the divine feminine is also, again, she is the High Priestess. She is this very spiritual person who has a gift of vision, maybe, and maybe has been seeing the way forward, or seeing maybe how abundance is meant to flow in with this river, or just has been maybe going with the flow maybe a little bit too much, and it feels like a burden for the divine masculine. So I feel like, yeah, something about... But this is also the end of the cycle, right? This is letting go of that burden. Maybe he's coming to understanding, it's coming to wisdom with this owl's energy about whatever this burden is for him. In his headspace towards the divine feminine, and then what Spirit wants him to know. Is it these 3 cards? Yeah, 3 cards came out, right? Oh no, that was for this one. Yeah, that was for this one. Okay. Sorry. Prince of Wands and 2 of Cups. So Spirit is saying, Prince of Wands, it's okay to move forward. Like, take passionate action forward towards your 2 of Cups, towards your love, is what I'm hearing. That is what this new moon energy is bringing in, is passionate movement forward towards this 2 of Cups for the divine masculine in his headspace. For the divine feminine in her heart space, when she feels for her divine masculine, you have Judgment and the King of Swords. So I feel like this is an energy of... Well, Judgment is about this rebirth energy, first of all. It's about you've kind of... This change happened, this death happened, transformation happened, and now we're being reborn. And I feel like with this King of Swords, it's like she feels her divine masculine in his King of Swords energy is being reborn. I feel like maybe she also feels... Yeah, this is also an energy of like, come forward with your truth. Maybe the truth had to be reborn in the heart space of maybe what she wanted to hear, or whatever the case scenario is. But I feel like, yeah, it's an energy of being reborn. This King of Swords for her in her heart space is being reborn. Maybe in the way that he does speak to her. Maybe that is what's being reborn in her heart space. And then the Spirit is saying Princess of Pentacles and the Sun. This is Page of Pentacles and the Sun. So I feel like there will be clarity about this offer or this desire to make an offer. There is going to be clarity about it. This is also the Divine Masculine's energy. So I feel like also maybe the Divine Masculine will be coming forward with an offer. Maybe they have a desire to come forward with an offer during the time of the full moon, new moon. Why do I keep saying full moon? Divine Masculines in his heart space in relation to the Divine Feminine. 3 cards came out. 8 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and 6 of Swords. So right now, the Divine Masculine is in a space of working on himself, working on his own crafts, self-mastery to become this King of Pentacles so that we can have a smooth move forward with his 6 of Swords. And Spirit is saying during the time of this new moon, these ones, right? Yes. Sorry, some extra cards came out for the Divine Masculine. So you have the Ace of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, and Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like maybe, again, this is an offer. The masculine is coming forward with an offer at this Ace of Pentacles. You're moving away from things that no longer serve you and moving towards your Queen of Pentacles, who is a match to the King of Pentacles. So that is the energy that this new moon is bringing into the Divine Masculine in his heart space in regards to the Divine Feminine. And 3D space for the Divine Feminine is Page of Pentacles again, right? And Ace of Cups. So I feel like she's like, are you coming forward with this offer? Oh my gosh, it got so dark. Yeah, I feel like the Divine Feminine is like, are you coming forward with this offer? Is this offer ever coming? Or maybe she possibly maybe desires to give an offer of love to her Divine Masculine, or maybe even to herself. This is the Ace of Cups. Yeah, it's kind of 2 messages coming in. I feel like she's either like, where are you with this offer of love? Or she's like, if you're not going to give it to me, I'm just going to give it to myself. Kind of energy. Like she's taking care of a lot of self-love energy coming through for the Divine Feminine. Yeah. And for this new moon, Spirit says Hermit and Justice. So this Hermit's period, I feel like that both of them are in, but especially the Divine Masculine, this Hermit's energy is coming into justice, is coming into balance during the time of this new moon in Taurus. And also we just had the energy of the super full moon in Libra, where things were kind of starting to balance out. So I feel like because of that moon and everything that happened with that, and when we were forced to go into this hermit's mode, I feel like we're now coming out of that. Again, we're being reborn. We've kind of figured out who we are, and we're now ready to balance the scales within this relationship, within this union. And Divine Masculine in his 3D space at this time is 5 of Cups and 9 of Swords. So I feel like this 5 of Cups energy, so traditionally this is 3 of Cups that you are kind of looking at, you're feeling loss, you're feeling regret, you're feeling sadness, but there's 2 cups behind you that Spirit is trying to give you. So with this, all the cups are knocked over, and this person is standing up. I feel like this person is fighting off their demons right now in the 3D space, maybe the things that they thought that they lost. And I feel like it's giving them a little bit of stress right now for the Divine Masculines with this 9 of Swords. Maybe it's bringing up some trauma, some trigger, whatever the case scenario may be, but they are fighting it off. They are fighting off this energy, and they will move forward through it as well. Yeah, and there's also like a 4 of Swords energy. Also 2 of Swords, like he's holding 2 of the swords. You're kind of fighting off all this energy. There's a 3 of Swords energy, like you're fighting off the 3 of Swords energy, you're fighting off the 5 of Swords energy, you're in the 4 of Swords energy right now, which is about healing, so that you can move forward. for divine masculines. But yeah, I feel like there is an element of stress in the divine masculine space right now because he's healing this feeling of loss. During the new moon, though, Spirit is saying the High Priestess and Six of Wands. So the High Priestess is going to be successful. High Priestess is the divine feminine, but again, this is also in his own energy and stepping into his own spiritual understanding of this contract as well. The High Priestess, the match to her is the Hierophant, which is represented by Taurus in the tarot. So I feel like, again, with this Taurus new moon, your equal and opposite will be successful. Even the equal parts within yourself, like you're balancing out this energy, right, within yourself as well. Yeah. And then this is also supported by the moon card. So again, during the time of this moon, there will be success, there will be victory, there will be valor in this connection. Yeah, so that is the overall message. Let me pull the bottom of the decks real quick for you. So for the divine feminine space, she has the Ram's energy and wishing. So I feel like, again, this is, you want to move forward, you feel like you have the energy to move forward, to make this change. Wishing, your wishes are going to come true. Your wishes will be granted during the time of this new moon. Oh my gosh, it's so dark. Why? During the time, it's because the sun's going down and I'm not paying attention. I'm so sorry to the camera. Yeah. You will be successful, but just continue to make sure that you have all the wisdom, everything that you need, so that when your wish is granted, like, you are able to sustain it, to support it as well. You're not rushing in and butting heads with whatever the case scenario may be. Like, you're not rushing into it, essentially. Again, it's about that patient energy. Continue to be patient. Your wishes are going to be granted, but you also have to pay the price, essentially. Put in the time, put in the effort into yourself as well, so that you can balance out this Hermit's energy within yourself. So that is for the divine feminine. She also has the Fox energy, which is about you're stepping into your divine purpose. It's been a long road, but you have what? Fulfillment under that, under wishes, divine feminines, and then you also have High Priestess. Wow. No, yeah, I gotta show these. You have High Priestess of Water. You have the Moon. What? You have the Risk card. You have Conclusions. I'm gonna stop there. Yeah. Your wishes are going to be granted, divine feminines. Continue to have faith. Continue to have hope. Trust in spirit, that spirit got you. Divine masculines, you have sexual energy, terrified by summer. So again, this is that creative energy. What do you want to create? Again, I feel like for some masculines, like, I feel like they want to make a baby with their divine feminines. If you're at that stage in your relationship. If not, this might just be coming together to create something. But you do have, spread seeds and sexual energy. Bask in joy and light. This is going to bring you happiness. This is going to bring you sweetness, abundance, prosperity. And my phone is dying. This is going to bring you sweetness, happiness. You have the Sun card under that. Enjoy success and happiness. Trust in the unknown, divine masculines. And you also have set your sights higher. Last one I'll pull for this side. Connect with your emotions, water guardian. And then you do also have wind, change is coming, transition and initiation, walnut, and snow, awakening dreams. It was snowing today. I'll leave that at that. For the tarot, the bottom of the decks are for the divine masculine and feminine, 9 of Wands, Knight of Wands, and 10 of Swords. So I feel like, again, this like pent up energy. You have boundaries around you. You're kind of healing from this, from whatever it is that you were going through. But yeah, so you have boundaries up because you're trying to protect yourself, but it's also this pent up energy. I feel like we're kind of moving out of that. You want to move forward. Knight of Wands. You want to take action. You are being reborn out of maybe the things that were holding you back in the past. Again, addictions, temptations, is coming through. You're stepping into your light energy. We're coming out of this 10 of Swords energy, this mental conflict, the mental demons that have been holding us back from success. We're moving away from that now. That cycle is ending. And then for Spirit's message, you have the Star, the 7 of Swords, and 4 of Wands. So this is telling me have hope. The 7 of Swords is sometimes like self-sabotage energy. So I feel like continue to have faith. Like don't sabotage this blessing, this 4 of Wands. Trust and believe that Spirit is going to bring you out of this dark night of the soul and into your blessings, into this divine union. Continue to be devoted and committed. Honesty is coming forward. This offer of love is coming forward. Continue to be patient. Continue to trust in the process of this journey. Yeah, and that is the message. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that resonated with you. I'm sorry I'm a little bit low energy right now, and I'm sorry for the quality of the video with the light, but that is what we are working with right now. Hopefully that will change in the near future. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that. I hope this helps you on your journey. Find understanding within your union to help you move forward. Do not give up on this union. You are so close. This is the love of your lifetime. This is the partnership that you were meant to be in to change this world, and also to grow within yourselves into your own highest potentials. And that is a beautiful journey within itself. So don't take this relationship for granted. Don't take this union for granted. I will see you guys in my next video. Happy healing. Peace.